sharp scent of damp earth begins to rise from patches of lawn beneath the old elm trees. An elderly man adjusts his tweed cap and turns up his collar against the chill breeze. He watches the storefronts pull down their blinds as heavy gray clouds roll in from the west. A small wooden signboard outside of the cafe is carried inside by a man in a vest. Old Arthur remembers the station platform when leather suitcases were soaked through and cold, and Margaret waved from the window of coach 4 before all the tickets of summer were sold. Across the brick courtyard, a wooden door creaks. A woman sets tea on a lace-covered stand. She pauses to look at the glass pane turn gray, with moisture condensing right under her hand. Old Arthur remembers the station platform when leather suitcases were soaked through and cold, and Margaret waved from the window of coach 4 before all the tickets of summer were sold. The puddles collect where the pavement is worn, reflecting the glow of a warm amber light, while footsteps grow scarce on the corner downtown, and curtains are drawn for the oncoming night. The smell of wet cedar remains in the air as Arthur walks slowly and turns down his street. His umbrella opens to shelter the past, where quiet old memories and raindrops still meet. Why does the chimney smoke turn south when gray clouds gather low? I pour 2 cups of chicory, forgetting not to slow. The linoleum is wearing thin right by the kitchen stove, and memories arrive unasked like leaves into a grove. Old photographs curl at the edge inside the cedar chest of wool coats hanging on the hook and Sundays spent at rest. A rusted bucket catches drops beneath the broken drain. It keeps a steady ticking time against the window pane. Old raincoats smell of attic dust and peppermint and pine. The neighbors pull their washing in before the clouds align. A trolley rattles down the hill past bakeries of old, while silver drops of water turn the autumn streets to gold. I thought I heard your bicycle come rolling up the drive, the tires hissing on the wet, a sound so bright and live. It was only neighbor children running fast to reach their door, leaving muddy boot prints on the hardwood parlor floor. The radio is playing tunes from 1954, a velvet voice that fills the gaps behind the pantry door. We used to dance without a step upon the kitchen tile, and lose an hour falling rain inside a quiet smile. The sky is clearing in the west, a narrow band of blue. The kettle sings upon the grate, the afternoon is through. I turn the kitchen lamp up high against the fading light, and leave an empty saucer on the porch for cats tonight. The damp scent of asphalt greets the street before the first gray drops can fall. A gray-haired man on number 4 adjusts his woolen shawl. He watches through the dusty glass as neighbors rush to hide their trade. A rusted bicycle secured beneath the wooden shade. Old Arthur brews a kettle for one, while distant thunder rolls through the town. A postcard drops from his coat pocket down of streets he walked when he was 21. He lingers by the windowsill where potted ferns begin to drink. The heavy clouds have settled low above the porcelain sink. The water ripples in the street below and leaves a trail of silver as it flows. He turns the heavy iron lock around and listens to the steady falling sound. Where does the water go after it hits the pane? Does it remember the cloud that brought it down? A gray Plymouth idling by the curb in lane, waiting for a shift change in this sleepy town. My fingers trace the dust upon the radio dial, looking for that station from a distant mile. Soft leather loafers clicking on the corner brick, an amber neon sign beginning now to flicker quick. The baker rolls the dough for early morning bread, while all the thoughts of yesterday drift softly overhead. A yellow raincoat passing by the grocery store reminds me of the winter 1973, when woolen mittens hung beside the cellar door, and nobody was in a hurry then, just you and me. The kettle starts to whistle on the iron stove, filling up the kitchen with a steady sound. I stir the sugar slow and watch the patterns move, thinking of the footprints that we left upon the ground. Heavy drops are slowing down against the glass. I watch the final puddle ripple on the street. Another rainy afternoon begins to pass, until the quiet evening and the shadows meet. A distant broom sweeps the gravel of the lane before the milk truck rattles down the bend. I pause to watch the drifting weather vane, and suddenly I wonder how you've been. The rusty latch still sticks upon the shed. We carved our initials deep into the pine. I wear the woolen scarf you left instead, and trace the fading borders of our line. A heavy truck shifts gears across the bridge. The morning paper rusty latch still sticks upon the shed. We carved our initials deep into the pine. I wear the woolen scarf you left instead, and trace the fading borders of our line. Seasons turn and leave the courtyard bare. No footsteps echo on the cellar stair. The copper kettle whistles on the stove. I pour a second cup for neither of us. Steady tapping hits the canvas awning outside the window where we used to sit. You always claim that gray skies brought a warning, while I just liked how damp pavement was lit. Old photographs hiding in the drawer. We brewed our tea with too much lemon peel. I still can hear your boots across the floor. Back when the future felt so bright and real. Do you remember how the gutters overflowed when thunder cracked above the Central Station road? We shared one coat and ran beneath the leaning pine, convinced that youth would never leave your hand or mine. Another season brings the heavy drops again. Watch the street lamp flicker through the haze. It feels quite strange to count these passing men and measure time by rainy autumn days. Do you remember how the gutters overflowed when thunder cracked above the Central Station road? We shared one coat and ran beneath the leaning pine, convinced that youth would never leave your hand or mine. I pour 2 cups and leave the extra by your chair, because I still believe you might walk up the stair before the shower clears and leaves the pavement dry, to watch the clouds depart from this same old sky. The smell of damp wool coats and pine floats through the narrow kitchen door. He stands beside the telephone and and stares across the wooden floor. An old address book falls apart while tea is cooling in the cup. A sudden longing fills the room before he even looks it up. She used to press dried autumn leaves inside the books on history. He finds a yellow map of Wales with margin notes he cannot see. An old address book falls apart while tea is cooling in the cup. A sudden longing fills the room before he even looks it up. The neighbor's radio plays a waltz from 1950-something years. A quiet hour claims the street and blurs the window with his tears. Puts the receiver back in place and folds his glasses on the desk. The kettle hums a fading tune as evening settles in the dusk. A chipped porcelain button sits beside my teacup, stolen from a winter coat you left behind. Outside the window, the gray drizzle builds its rhythm, and old familiar shadows stretch across the floor. Water drops slide down the dusty pane in crooked lines. I wonder if you watch the same slow storm tonight. Every passing car sounds just like your old sedan before the driveway rusted and the gates stayed shut. I pull a knitted blanket tied around my shoulders. The wool still carries traces of lavender and dust. 70 years of memories live inside this room, waiting for the weather to turn back to gold. Water drops slide down the dusty pane in crooked lines. I wonder if you watch the same slow storm tonight. Every passing car sounds just like your old sedan before the driveway rusted and the gates stayed shut. The kettle gives a sudden whistle on the burner, startling the silence I have kept for hours. I pour 2 cups instead of just pouring one. habits die much harder than the summer flowers. The rain is finally stopping on the garden fence. I touch the little button resting in my palm. Nothing gold can stay, but nothing ever fades. While listening to the quiet after the storm passes. A silver spoon sits on the mahogany wood, too small for soup, too heavy for tea. I turn it once, the way you always would, and watch the dust motes settle quietly. The grandfather clock clears its wooden throat, a sound I've lived beside for 40 years. I reach across the surface for your coat, then stop myself before the falling tears. An empty chair defines the quiet room. A sudden gust stirs up the autumn chill. I trace your handwriting across a bill and wonder who remembers how to bloom. The teacup rings have stained the porcelain white. I left them there because they bear your name. The afternoon dissolves into the night, and every shadow wears your gentle frame. Some days pass gently like a drifting cloud. Some moments strike me with a sudden blow. I never thought absence could be so loud, or time so slow. The spoon stays cold beneath the table lamp. The house is quiet as the darkness grows. I close my eyes against the evening damp and keep the warmth inside my winter clothes. That rough gray wool still hanging in the hall scratches my wrist whenever autumn falls. A heavy sleeve that held you safe and dry beneath a slate and unremitting sky. Soft water drums upon the rusty tin, and ghosts of 1970 slide in. We shared one saucer for our buttered toast, while waiting for the 5 o'clock post. Now empty hangers rattle in the breeze, and raindrops blur the silhouette of trees. Your silver buttons clicked against my coat, a single penny frozen in my throat. We watched the puddles swallow up the street, with wet brown leather on our tired feet. Soft water drums upon the rusty tin, and ghosts of 1970 slide in. We shared one saucer for our buttered toast, while waiting for the 5 o'clock post. Now empty hangers rattle in the breeze, and raindrops blur the silhouette of trees. The kettle whistles on the iron grate, a melody that comes a decade late. I touch the fabric where your shoulder pressed, and fold the collar down across my chest. The woolen threads keep every word you said, long after shadows stretch across the bed. And as the storm begins to drift away, I wear your silence through the fading day. Chipped porcelain cup sits by my thumb, just water and green leaves. The room has grown still. The rain hits the window like a tapping of old friends who found the right door after climbing the hill. I did not plan to think of you today. The calendar says Tuesday, nothing more. Yet weather like this has a trick it can play. It slides cold water right under the floor. Silver drops run down the dusty glass, blurring the street lamp where the autos pass. A heavy coat is hanging in the hall. I hear your footsteps, though you never call. The The steam rises softly and fades in the air, a small curling ghost that is gone in a breath. I reach for a book that is thumbed at the edge, where we used to read while the twilight grew deaf. I keep the radio turned down so low, just catching the weather from towns far away. They talk of low pressure and systems that grow, and heavy gray clouds hanging over the bay. Silver drops run down the dusty glass, blurring the street lamp where the autos pass. A heavy coat is hanging in the hall. I hear your footsteps, though you never call. Some hours are measured in drops from the eaves, counting the moments since you packed your case. The tea is now bitter, the cup almost cold. I sit here and stare at the empty fireplace. The rain starts to slacken, the clouds drift apart. A quiet, dry evening reclaims the old town. I finish the tea and I turn on the light and fold up the memories before the sun goes down. Where does the silver water go when the roof stops leaking down? I watch the heavy street lamp blur against the edge of town. A cardboard box of photographs sits open on the floor, and someone's walking past the house who isn't there no more. The tea is cooling in the cup, I forgot to drink it all. Your navy wool is hanging from the peg beside the hall. My fingers trace the wallpaper, the seam that starts to peel. I wonder if the memories are halfway left to feel. Old brass kettles whistle while the weather turns to gray. Little porcelain saucers keep the quiet time at bay. We used to count the minutes till the evening paper came. Now the floorboards creak aloud without a single name. Windows rattle softly in the corner of the room. up the memories with an idle kitchen broom. Every drop of water brings a face into the glass, watching all the years we had so gently come to pass. The kettle finally settles on the back stove burner low. I turn the kitchen light on just to watch the shadows grow. There is nothing left to wonder, there is nothing left to say, while the rain keeps falling steady through the end of today. Amber light spills through the cafe glass, while heavy skies turn gray above the street. I watch the silver drops begin to pass, and listen to the rhythm of their beat. You fold your paper by the window frame, a stranger sitting where the shadows fall. We never bothered asking for a name, as rain starts blurring out the corner wall. The glass is fogging up between us now, quiet moment borrowed from the storm. We share a table, wondering somehow how simple memories can keep us warm. Water runs down the painted frame, windows keep what the winds reclaim. Old coats hang by the wooden door, footsteps fade on the tile floor. You offer me a paper cup of tea and point toward the blinking neon sign. It brings back summers drifting out to sea, of decades that no longer are mine. We talk of nothing while the weather breaks, two passing travelers in wool and tweed, a fleeting kindness that the morning takes, a quiet answer to a sudden need. The clouds are parting down the avenue, the storm has left us with a brighter view. I tip my hat and walk into the lane, with memories that always smell like rain. sharp scent of damp earth begins to rise from patches of lawn beneath the old elm trees. An elderly man adjusts his tweed cap and turns up his collar against the chill breeze. He watches the storefronts pull down their blinds as heavy gray clouds roll in from the west. A small wooden signboard outside of the cafe is carried inside by a man in a vest. Old Arthur remembers the station platform when leather suitcases were soaked through and cold, and Margaret waved from the window of coach 4 before all the tickets of summer were sold. Across the brick courtyard, a wooden door creaks. A woman sets tea on a lace-covered stand. She pauses to look at the glass pane turn gray, with moisture condensing right under her hand. Old Arthur remembers the station platform when leather suitcases were soaked through and cold, and Margaret waved from the window of coach 4 before all the tickets of summer were sold. The puddles collect where the pavement is worn, reflecting the glow of a warm amber light, while footsteps grow scarce on the corner downtown, and curtains are drawn for the oncoming night. The smell of wet cedar remains in the air as Arthur walks slowly and turns down his street. His umbrella opens to shelter the past, where quiet old memories and raindrops still meet. Why does the chimney smoke turn south when gray clouds gather low? I pour 2 cups of chicory, forgetting not to slow. The linoleum is wearing thin right by the kitchen stove, and memories arrive unasked like leaves into a grove. Old photographs curl at the edge inside the cedar chest of wool coats hanging on the hook and Sundays spent at rest. A rusted bucket catches drops beneath the broken drain. It keeps a steady ticking time against the window pane. Old raincoats smell of attic dust and peppermint and pine. The neighbors pull their washing in before the clouds align. A trolley rattles down the hill past bakeries of old, while silver drops of water turn the autumn streets to gold. I thought I heard your bicycle come rolling up the drive, the tires hissing on the wet, a sound so bright and live. It was only neighbor children running fast to reach their door, leaving muddy boot prints on the hardwood parlor floor. The radio is playing tunes from 1954, a velvet voice that fills the gaps behind the pantry door. We used to dance without a step upon the kitchen tile, and lose an hour falling rain inside a quiet smile. The sky is clearing in the west, a narrow band of blue. The kettle sings upon the grate, the afternoon is through. I turn the kitchen lamp up high against the fading light, and leave an empty saucer on the porch for cats tonight. The damp scent of asphalt greets the street before the first gray drops can fall. A gray-haired man on number 4 adjusts his woolen shawl. He watches through the dusty glass as neighbors rush to hide their trade. A rusted bicycle secured beneath the wooden shade. Old Arthur brews a kettle for one, while distant thunder rolls through the town. A postcard drops from his coat pocket down of streets he walked when he was 21. He lingers by the windowsill where potted ferns begin to drink. The heavy clouds have settled low above the porcelain sink. The water ripples in the street below and leaves a trail of silver as it flows. He turns the heavy iron lock around and listens to the steady falling sound. Where does the water go after it hits the pane? Does it remember the cloud that brought it down? A grey Plymouth idling by the curb in lane, waiting for a shift change in this sleepy town. My fingers trace the dust upon the radio dial, looking for that station from a distant mile. Soft leather loafers clicking on the corner brick, an amber neon sign beginning now to flicker quick. The baker rolls the dough for early morning bread, while all the thoughts of yesterday drift softly overhead. A yellow raincoat passing by the grocery store reminds me of the winter 1973, when woolen mittens hung beside the cellar door, and nobody was in a hurry then, just you and me. The kettle starts to whistle on the iron stove, filling up the kitchen with a steady sound. I stir the sugar slow and watch the patterns move, thinking of the footprints that we left upon the ground. Drops are slowing down against the glass. I watch the final puddle ripple on the street. Another rainy afternoon begins to pass, until the quiet evening and the shadows meet. Distant broom sweeps the gravel of the lane before the milk truck rattles down the bend. I pause to watch the drifting weather vane, and suddenly I wonder how you've been. The rusty latch still sticks upon the shed. We carved our initials deep into the pine. I wear the woolen scarf you left instead, and trace the fading borders of our line. A heavy truck shifts gears across the bridge. The morning paper against the gate. I walk alone along the kitchen ridge to check if autumn brings us back to wait. The rusty latch still sticks upon the shed. We carved our initials deep into the pine. I wear the woolen scarf you left instead, and trace the fading borders of our line. Seasons turn and leave the courtyard bare. No footsteps echo on the cellar stair. The copper kettle whistles on the stove. I pour a second cup for neither of us. The steady tapping hits the canvas awning outside the window where we used to sit. You always claim that gray skies brought a warning, while I just liked how damp pavement was lit. Old photographs hiding in the drawer. We brewed our tea with too much lemon peel. I still can hear your boots across the floor, back when the future felt so bright and real. Do you remember how the gutters overflowed when thunder cracked above the central station road? We shared one coat and ran beneath the leaning pine, convinced that youth would never leave your hand or mine. Another season brings the heavy drops again. Watch the street lamp flicker through the haze. It feels quite strange to count these passing men and measure time by rainy autumn days. Do you remember how the gutters overflowed when thunder cracked above the central station road? We shared one coat and ran beneath the leaning pine, convinced that youth would never leave your hand or mine. I pour 2 cups and leave the extra by your chair, because I still believe you might walk up the stair before the shower clears and leaves the pavement dry, to watch the clouds depart from this same old sky. The smell of damp wool coats and pine floats through the narrow kitchen door. He stands beside the telephone and stares across the wooden floor. An old address book falls apart while tea is cooling in the cup. A sudden longing fills the room before he even looks it up. She used to press dried autumn leaves inside the books on history. He finds a yellow map of Wales with margin notes he cannot see. An old address book falls apart while tea is cooling in the cup. A sudden longing fills the room before he even looks it up. The neighbor's radio plays a waltz from 1950-something years. A quiet hour claims the street and blurs the window with his tears. Puts the receiver back in place and folds his glasses on the desk. The kettle hums a fading tune as evening settles in the dusk. Chipped porcelain button sits beside my teacup, stolen from a winter coat you left behind. Outside the window the gray drizzle builds its rhythm, and old familiar shadows stretch across the floor. Water drops slide down the dusty pane in crooked lines. I wonder if you watch the same slow storm tonight. Every passing car sounds just like your old sedan before the driveway rusted and the gates stayed shut. Pull a knitted blanket tied around my shoulders. The wool still carries traces of lavender and dust. 70 years of memories live inside this room, waiting for the weather to turn back to gold. Water drops slide down the dusty pane in crooked lines. I wonder if you watch the same slow storm tonight. Every passing car sounds just like your old sedan before the driveway rusted and the gates stayed shut. The kettle gives a sudden whistle on the burner, startling instead of just pouring one. Habits die much harder than the summer flowers. The rain is finally stopping on the garden fence. I touch the little button resting in my palm. Nothing gold can stay, but nothing ever fades. While listening to the quiet after the storm passes. A silver spoon sits on the mahogany wood, too small for soup, too heavy for tea. I turn it once, the way you always would, and watch the dust motes settle quietly. The grandfather clock clears its wooden throat, a sound I've lived beside for 40 years. I reach across the surface for your coat, then stop myself before the falling tears. An empty chair defines the quiet room. A sudden gust stirs up the autumn chill. I trace your handwriting across a bill and wonder who remembers how to bloom. The teacup rings have stained the porcelain white. I left them there because they bear your name. The afternoon dissolves into the night, and every shadow wears your gentle frame. Some days pass gently like a drifting cloud. Some moments strike me with a sudden blow. I never thought absence could be so loud, or time so slow. The spoon stays cold beneath the table lamp. The house is quiet as the darkness grows. I close my eyes against the evening damp and keep the warmth inside my winter clothes. Rough gray wool still hanging in the hall scratches my wrist whenever autumn falls. The heavy sleeve that held you safe and dry beneath a slate and unremitting sky. Soft water drums upon the rusty tin, and ghosts of 1970 slide in. We shared one saucer for our buttered toast, while waiting for the 5 o'clock post. Now empty hangers rattle in the breeze, and raindrops blur the silhouette of trees. Your silver buttons clicked against my coat, a single penny frozen in my throat. We watched the puddles swallow up the street, with wet brown leather on our tired feet. Soft water drums upon the rusty tin, and ghosts of 1970 slide in. We shared one saucer for our buttered toast, while waiting for the 5 o'clock post. Now empty hangers rattle in the breeze, and raindrops blur the silhouette of trees. The kettle whistles on the iron grate, a melody that comes a decade late. I touch the fabric where your shoulder pressed, and fold the collar down across my chest. The woolen threads keep every word you said, long after shadows stretch across the bed. And as the storm begins to drift away, I wear your silence through the fading day. Chipped porcelain cup sits by my thumb, just water and green leaves. The room has grown still. The rain hits the window like a tapping of old friends who found the right door after climbing the hill. I did not plan to think of you today. The calendar says Tuesday, nothing more. Yet weather like this has a trick it can play. It slides cold water right under the floor. Silver drops run down the dusty glass, blurring the street lamp where the autos pass. A heavy coat is hanging in the hall. I hear your footsteps, though you never call. The steam rises softly and fades in the air, a small curling ghost that is gone in a breath. I reach for a book that is thumbed at the edge, where we used to read while the twilight grew deaf. I keep the radio turned down so low, just catching the weather from towns far away. They talk of low pressure and systems that grow, and heavy gray clouds hanging over the bay. Silver drops run down the dusty glass, blurring the street lamp where the autos pass. A heavy coat is hanging in the hall. I hear your footsteps, though you never call. Some hours are measured in drops from the eaves, counting the moments since you packed your case. The tea is now bitter, the cup almost cold. I sit here and stare at the empty fireplace. The rain starts to slacken, the clouds drift apart. A quiet, dry evening reclaims the old town. I finish the tea and I turn on the light and fold up the memories before the sun goes down. Where does the silver water go when the roof stops leaking down? I watch the heavy street lamp blur against the edge of town. A cardboard box of photographs sits open on the floor, and someone's walking past the house who isn't there no more. The tea is cooling in the cup, I forgot to drink it all. Your navy wool is hanging from the peg beside the hall. My fingers trace the wallpaper, the seam that starts to peel. I wonder if the memories are halfway left to feel. Old brass kettles whistle while the weather turns to gray. Little porcelain saucers keep the quiet time at bay. We used to count the minutes till the evening paper came. Now the floorboards creak aloud without a single name. Windows rattle softly in the corner of the room. up the memories with an idle kitchen broom. Every drop of water brings a face into the glass, watching all the years we had so gently come to pass. The kettle finally settles on the back stove burner low. I turn the kitchen light on just to watch the shadows grow. There is nothing left to wonder, there is nothing left to say, while the rain keeps falling steady through the end of today. Amber light spills through the cafe glass, while heavy skies turn gray above the street. I watch the silver drops begin to pass, and listen to the rhythm of their beat. You fold your paper by the window frame, a stranger sitting where the shadows fall. We never bothered asking for a name, as rain starts blurring out the corner wall. The glass is fogging up between us now, a quiet moment borrowed from the storm. We share a table, wondering somehow how simple memories can keep us warm. Water runs down the painted frame, windows keep what the winds reclaim. Old coats hang by the wooden door, footsteps fade on the tile floor. You offer me a paper cup of tea and point toward the blinking neon sign. It brings back summers drifting out to sea, of decades that no longer are mine. We talk of nothing while the weather breaks, two passing travelers in wool and tweed, a fleeting kindness that the morning takes, a quiet answer to a sudden need. The clouds are parting down the avenue, the storm has left us with a brighter view. I tip my hat and walk into the lane, with memories that always smell like rain.